This is Malik with another free video lesson. This time we're going to be discussing the topic of quantitative analysis, right? Quantitative analysis is like actually a form of analysis that's actually quite important and actually has a huge impact on the trading that you do. But for some reason, most of the trading gurus do not mention it. I cannot speak for all of them, but I know that a lot that I've seen just sell strategies and they completely ignore this point regardless of how important it is. So I just like to take you through it a bit, just give you a taste of what it is. So the way that it's different, first of all, is that quantitative analysis, unlike fundamental and technical, which um, rely on news, information, and chart data respectively, quantitative analysis is focused on numbers, the numbers that you record into your trading journal, for example, your trade entry, your trade exit, your trade size, such information that you enter every single trade you take and you enter it into your trading journal at the end of the trade. And these numbers are used to do certain calculations, right, that give you certain unbiased, objective an unbiased and objective picture of how well your strategy actually performs. Because, like for example, I use the the trading journal, for example. With the trading journal, it's like you can record all of these trades. Then maybe after a certain amount of trades, like let's say 50 or 100 trades, you can actually extract certain data from that, such as what is your actual win rate, not the win rate stated to you by the teacher who's selling you the strategy, but what is the actual win rate when you are actually trading on the actual charts. And you find that these same teachers that sell you these strategies with preposterous win rates is that they never actually give you a way to test out, to validate whether that win rate is true or not. You know what I mean? So this is how actually important it is, because without you just using your eyes to look at the how many blue and red trades you have, how many winners and losses you have, you actually have an unbiased, calculated based in mathematics. You know what I mean? Like an completely unbiased. There's no bias that you can come in with, since it's your own personal trading. It's just raw numbers, you know, and it gives you a clear idea of how well a strategy is actually performing, of where the weak points are, and what you need to improve. Now, the main tools that are used in quantitative analysis are the trading journal. The trading journal is just where you record all the trades you take. Now, the trading journal is like you can look at the data just as it is from all of these recorded trades, but the better thing, like I've just mentioned, is actually extracting certain pieces of data from that. And people in my course know that in terms of this, I actually provide them with tools to actually calculate this, and even on the website we already do have these three tools: the trade journal, the position size calculator, and the watch list. When it comes to the position size calculator, it's actually where you will put in certain data about your trade, such as example, the amount you're willing to risk, your risk reward ratio, your entry price, your exit price, for example. And then it'll basically calculate for you based on how large your account is and how much you're willing to risk and such. It'll calculate for you what size trade to take. And this comes in really handy because, as attractive as it might seem to maybe just buy some strategy that says maybe, I don't know, 90% win rate, and then you just enter large trades on it, enter a lot of lots, or they tell you this type of setup is perfect, so just draw all your lots in. You move away from that, that type of mentality of it's just trading. Let me just put in what lots I think feel right. And you start actually using the lot size that's actually perfect, for your account size. And this has a huge impact on the amount of blown accounts, because I know as a beginner I blew numerous accounts trading without this tool, and I wish I had it back then, you know. So this is why I'm offering it to you for free on the website, the trade journal, the position size, and the watch list. Now, in terms of the watch list, it just prevents a lot of confusion, you know. It prevents a lot of chaos in your head, because what it does is you basically have those trading pairs or those stocks that you have predetermined the weekend before, that these are the most likely to produce trades that I want. They look the best, you know what I mean? So it just brings everything down and saves on a lot of work in a way. You're not just jumping from chart to charts looking for trades, then you'll find a trade and just take a trade because it almost looks like what you want, you know. This really prevents that. So yeah. Now, some of the components um, that you need to take note of in quantitative analysis. First of all, the strategy that you're using, that does play a role. The strategy you're using, however, one is led to believe that the strategy, if you just have that, then you have everything. But that isn't true, because you also still need to, you know, like the type of analysis you do, right? There are the other type of analysis that you incorporate into your strategy, you know, such as fundamental and such, right? Then the actual recording of the the trades you do, you even record the emotions you feel when you enter certain trades, because emotion plays a major role in trading. You know, that anger that you feel that actually leads you to enter revenge trades, for example, or that overconfidence you feel that actually leads you to entering a lot more trades than you usually would, to risking more and taking you back to square one. You know what I mean? So recording everything, it really helps because it gives you an unbiased, unopinionated view. It's pure fact. So, and then what that recording also allows you to do is to then know the exact points of weakness that you have, and you can improve on them. Then after improving, you can actually test it. And this cycle repeats itself continuously. You know, just as long as you stick to the things you have to do, such as actually analyzing properly and recording the stuff, you know, and actually extracting certain information from that, and looking for your weaknesses and stuff. This cycle repeats itself, you know, and it keeps your strategy evolving with what the markets are evolving into. So you don't just buy one expensive strategy, sit with it, and then as soon as the market behavior changes and it doesn't work, you're stuck there again from square one, and you have to go to another cool now to go buy another strategy. You know what I mean? So this process keeps you, you know, informed. It makes sure that you're always constantly evaluating how well you're performing and how you can actually improve on that. Now, here are some of the trading tools on my website. You can actually go and look at under trading tools, trading journal. Here's a trading journal here. You can actually download from that download link, you know, and you'll have it on your PC and you can use it. It offers actually some good like some good information, you know, from the recording that you enter into it. And also another trading tool is the position sizing calculator. You know, this one is really useful. Do not underestimate the power of the position size calculator. So also get that from the website. And remember, these tools are completely free, so you don't have to pay anything for these tools. Just completely free, and you can use it. And obviously, more tools will come, more advanced tools will come, but they will most likely be paid for. But these here are basically all you need to use. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's basically my short video on quantitative analysis. I hope you gained a lot of information about it. Please go onto my Instagram, you know, to find more information. Go onto my website, watch the free video lessons there, read the articles, you know, use the tools. Everything is there on for you for free. And if you wish to join the course, it costs 1,000 rand. That's just the basic course. It basically covers everything, you know, everything that I mentioned in terms of quantitative analysis. Because like I've said multiple times, people are not learning quantitative analysis, sorry, and that's leading to a lot of failures. Like what I always say, a few rich teachers, but a lot of broke students. So that has to turn on its head. And thank you for watching this video.